I'm done feeling guilty for choosing myself. And honestly, if you want to call me selfish after this, go ahead. I genuinely don't care anymore. Because for the longest time, I thought being a good person meant being available to everybody anytime. And let me tell you where that got me. I was exhausted, mentally emotionally drained, and financially drained too. And the funniest part, the people for whom I was destroying myself in every way weren't even there for me when I needed them the most. And that's when I finally understood that by sorting everyone else's life, I wasn't being kind anymore. In fact, I was abandoning myself. Yes, I was abandoning myself. I was raised to give. I grew up in a family where values mattered, morality mattered, helping people mattered. My father is a very respectable man in our village, and I have watched him help people my entire life. He gives, he always helps. He doesn't always think about himself first. And I genuinely admired that about him. But somewhere along the way, I took that lesson and completely misunderstood it. I learned good people help others. But somehow I turned it into good people must always help others. Must. And those two things are not the same. Because suddenly someone needs something, I'm there. I'm always there. You need money. Okay, I will give you money. If I don't have it, I will somehow arrange it. You need someone to talk to at 2 a.m. Okay, I'm here. I will sacrifice my sleep for you. You just tell me what just happened. You want me at an event to accompany you? Okay, I will take leave from work to be there with you. You got a problem? Okay, I will help you solve it even though I don't have time. I will sleep late, but I will make sure to solve your problem. You need emotional support? Okay, I will put my own problems aside to comfort you. And I never stopped in my life to ask myself, do I actually have the capacity to do all of this? Never. Because saying no felt wrong. It felt selfish. And I was always terrified of what people would think of me if I said no. Oh, Namrata has changed. Namrata is selfish. Namrata doesn't care anymore. And honestly, I cared so much about what people would think of me, what people would perceive of me, that I stopped caring about what was actually happening to me. And then I needed people. This is where life really humbled me. Because for years I was everyone's person. Everyone could call me, everyone could text me, everyone could come to me. And then one day I needed someone. And suddenly there was nobody. The same people who called me their best friend didn't even call me back. Didn't even check in to see if I'm alive. Didn't even reply when I genuinely needed somebody. And yes, I know people are busy, people have jobs, people have families, people have their own problems. I understand all of that. But there is a difference between someone being busy and someone making you realize that you were only important when you were useful and available. And that realization hurt me because I was always useful and available. This feeling really hurts because you start questioning yourself. What did I do wrong? Did I say something wrong? Why am I always there for everyone? Why isn't anyone there for me? And I asked myself these questions so many times. Namrata, what is wrong with you? Why are you always like this? And eventually I realized nothing was wrong with me. I just kept giving people things they had never earned. They never earned my time. They never earned my energy. They never earned my attention. They never earned my money. They never earned my emotional availability. And I expected them to give me the same things back. That was my mistake. People are not you. This was one of the hardest lessons for me. Just because I would do something for someone doesn't mean they will do the same shit for me. If I'm emotional, that doesn't mean they are emotional. If I'm empathetic, that doesn't mean they are empathetic. If I would sacrifice my sleep for someone, they might not even sacrifice 5 minutes for me. And initially, that used to make me angry. I would think, how can you do this to me? If I were you, I would never do this to you. And then I realized they are not me. They didn't grow up the way I did. They don't have my experiences. They don't have the values I carry. They don't have the same conscience as me. They don't have my emotional capacity. And expecting everyone to behave like me was honestly exhausting me. So I stopped asking, why aren't people like me? And I started asking, why am I expecting them to be like me? That changed everything. Because being disappointed by someone is one thing, but continuously expecting them to become someone they are not, that's something you do to yourself. I started saying no. And this is where everything started changing. I started saying no. And oh my god, the guilt of saying no, the guilt was insane. Someone would ask me for something and I would think, should I do it? Are they going to be upset? Are they going to think I'm selfish? And then I learned this one tiny sentence. Let me think about it and get back to you. That's it. Not yes, not no. Just let me think about it if I can really do this. Because why was I making commitments before even checking with myself? Why was everyone else's convenience more important than my capacity? And then I started asking myself, do I actually want to do this? Can I afford this? Can I afford to lose this much money? Do I have the energy for this? Do I really have the time to do so? Will this disturb my peace? And sometimes the answer was no. So I said no. And you know what? The world didn't end. Nobody died. My friendships didn't collapse. Yeah, some of the friendships actually broke, if I'm being honest here. And the people who got angry, well, that told me something about them too. Some people don't miss you, they miss your availability. This realization changed the way I look at relationships. Sometimes people don't actually miss you. They miss what you used to do for them. They miss the person who always answered, the person who always paid, the person who always listened, the person who always showed up, the person who always fixed things. And when you stop doing those things, suddenly you are different. Suddenly you are selfish. Suddenly you have changed. Yes, I changed because I had to. I was tired, I was exhausted, and I'm not ashamed to admit that anymore. I'm not your emergency contact. I used to think I had to save everybody. Someone was struggling, I had to help. Someone made a bad decision, I had to fix it. Someone was upset, I had to be available. Someone needed emotional support, I had to drop everything to be with them. And eventually, I had to tell myself, Namrata, you are not everyone's emergency contact. I'm not responsible for fixing every person's life. I can love you, I can care about you, I can support you, but I cannot carry you. And honestly, Sometimes constantly rescuing people is not even kindness. Sometimes you are just preventing them from learning how to rescue themselves. So now, if something isn't mine to carry, I put it down. And I don't feel guilty about it. And then they called me selfish. Of course they did. Because boundaries are offensive to people who benefited from you having none. Read that again. Boundaries are offensive to people who benefited from you having none. And yes, people called me selfish. Earlier, that would have destroyed me. Now I smile. Because if being selfish means I sleep when I'm tired, I protect my money, I don't answer immediately, I don't attend every event, I don't solve everyone's problem, I don't sacrifice my mental peace, I don't explain every decision I make, then yes, I'm selfish and I'm okay with that. But don't confuse selfishness with being a bad person. Because I want to be very clear here, I'm not saying everyone. I'm not saying nobody deserves you. I'm not saying cut everyone off. That's not growth. That's just another extreme. Healthy selfishness is simply my needs matter too. That's it. I can care about you and care about myself too. I can help you but without destroying myself. I can love you but without losing myself. I can say no and still be a good person. And that's a balance I never understood growing up. So here's what I do now. I don't reply instantly just because someone messaged me. If I'm working, I'm working. If I'm sleeping, I'm sleeping. If I'm tired, I'm resting. If I don't have money, I don't give money. If I don't want to go somewhere, I don't go. If I don't have the emotional capacity for somebody else's problem, I don't take it on. And I have stopped explaining myself so much because here's another thing I learned. You don't owe everyone a detailed explanation for your boundaries. Sometimes I can't is enough. Sometimes I'm not available is enough. Sometimes no is enough. And if someone needs a 45-minute explanation to respect your no, that's not a boundary problem. That's a them problem. And then I started looking at reciprocity. Now I pay attention to something I completely ignored before. Reciprocity. Not how much do I love this person, not how long have I known them, not what have they promised me. I look at, do they show up? Do they respect my time? Do they respect my boundaries? Do they celebrate my growth? Do they check on me without needing something? Do I feel peaceful around them? Can I be myself around them? And most importantly, do I feel like I have to earn their love by being useful? Because if I do, that's not a relationship I want anymore. If you are the person who is always there for everyone, if you are watching this and thinking, oh shit, she is talking about me, then listen, you don't have to become cold. You don't have to stop being kind. You don't have to become a person who doesn't care. Just stop abandoning yourself. Stop thinking your exhaustion proves your love. Stop thinking your availability proves your loyalty. Stop thinking saying no makes you a bad person. And please stop giving people the last apple from your basket. You need some apples for yourself too. Because what happens when you have spent everything while making everyone else comfortable? And then you need someone who takes care of you. You do. And you need to start doing that before you completely break. I spent years trying to prove that I was a good person by helping, by giving, by sacrificing, by being available, by putting everyone else first. And somewhere in that process, I forgot that I was also a person. I have needs, I have limits, I get tired, I get hurt, I need support, I need rest, and I deserve the same compassion that I give everyone else. So, yes, I'm selfish now, but I'm not selfish because I stopped caring about people. I'm selfish because I finally started caring about myself too. And if someone misunderstands that, okay, I'm fine. If someone thinks I have changed, they are right. I have changed. If someone thinks I'm selfish, that's okay. Because I would rather be misunderstood than be completely understood by everyone while completely losing myself. And honestly, the people who truly love you won't need you to destroy yourself to prove that you love them. They will understand your boundaries. They will respect your no. They will give you space. They will celebrate the version of you that finally learned to choose herself. And those are the people I want around me now. Not people who only need me. People who value me. There is a difference. So if you have spent your whole life being everyone's person, maybe it's time to become your own person first. Because being a good human being should never require you to become a bad friend to yourself. And for me, being selfish is the best thing I ever did.